"Bobby, you seem unwell," he said, his tone somewhat deep. "What's wrong?" "My back hurts a lot," I replied, sitting down on the edge of the couch. It wasn't a complete lie. The tension had been aching my muscles for days. He tilted his head, his eyes wide and narrowed. "I can help if you want. A little balm might ease it." The words hung between us, innocent on the surface but loaded underneath. My heart raced. I knew what he meant. "My name is Emily." It was one of those quiet afternoons when the house felt very empty. My husband had left for work early, promising to return late. The silence wrapped itself around me like a heavy blanket. I tried to keep busy, washing clothes, sipping tea, but my mind kept wandering. Then there was a knock. Before I could ask, I knew who it was. Kaylan, my husband's closest friend, the one whose eyes always lingered a second too long whenever he came over. Those features were not innocent. They held a hunger, a quiet intensity that made my pulse race against my will. He was tall, sharp-featured, more confident than my husband in ways I hated to admit I felt, and lately my heart had begun to betray me. Just thinking about him. "Who is it?" I called from the door, my voice steadier than I felt. "Sister-in-law. It's Kaylan," came the reply. This time the way he said Bobby John felt different. Warm, almost, like we shared a secret. My breath hitched. No one had ever said that quite like that. I hesitated for just a moment before opening the door. He stood there, that half smile that always knew so much. I forced my expression to something weary, almost painful. "Come in," I said softly. "I'm not feeling well today." He stepped inside, closing the door behind him with a soft click that echoed in the silent house. The air changed instantly, thick, charged. I led him toward the living room, pretending to adjust my dupatta, as if it might protect me from the way. His eyes followed my every move. "Bobby, you seem unwell," he said, his tone deepening a bit. "What's wrong?" "My back hurts a lot," I replied, sitting down on the edge of the couch. It wasn't a complete lie. The tension had been killing me for days. He tilted his head, his eyes wide open. "I can help if you want. A little balm might make it easier." The words hung between us, innocent on the surface but loaded underneath. My heart raced. I knew what he meant, or at least what part of me hoped he meant. I should have said no. I should have sent him away. Instead, I gave the tiniest nod. He sat down next to me, closer than necessary. The scent of his cologne, something woody and warm, filled the space. He picked up the small jar of balm from the side table, unscrewing it gently. When he returned it, his fingers brushed me, and a spark shot through me. "Turn," he murmured. I did, facing away, my breathing shallow. He applied the balm gently at first, his touch careful, almost professional. But then it changed, firmer, more deliberate. The circles that were long, the pressure that spread heat through me. My eyelids fluttered shut. I bit my lip to keep from making a sound. "Does that feel better, Auntie?" His voice was right next to my ear. His breath was caressing my neck. I couldn't speak. Every nerve was alive. The room felt small, the light dim. My mind screamed warnings. My husband, our vows, the life we had built. But my body sagged a little. He paused. "This is too much, so tell me." I didn't answer. I couldn't. Instead, I let my shoulders relax. A silent permission. His hands were slowing now, tracing patterns that weren't just about comfort. My heartbeat echoed in my ears. Guilt twisted inside me like a knife. But it did something else too, something thrilling, dangerous. For the first time in years I saw, desired. The shore leaned closer. "I know you've noticed," he whispered. "The way I look at you, the way you've started to look back." My eyes opened. I turned my head just enough to meet his gaze. Those eyes, dark and tense, said no apology. Only hunger. I shouldn't," I managed, voice trembling. "But you do," he said simply. "And me too." The silence lengthened. His hand now rested lightly on my shoulder, his thumb brushing the base of my neck. I felt his warmth, the pull. One step. It would be all it took to cross that line we had both been dancing for months. Memories flashed back, his laughter at family gatherings, the way he helped with little things around the house, always finding excuses to be close, the furtive glances when my husband wasn't looking, the nights I lay awake wondering what it would feel like if... No, I shook my head slightly. Beach, this is wrong. Is it? His voice was soft, almost sad. Or is it just complicated? I stood up suddenly, putting distance between us. My legs felt unsteady. My husband trusts you. He trusts me. He rose slowly, too. He does. But does he see you the way I see you? The way you deserve to be seen? The words stung because they were true. My marriage wasn't unhappy, but it had become comfortable. Foreboding. The shore made me feel alive. Scared. Guilty but alive. He took a step forward, not to touch, just to close the gap. I'm not asking you to leave him. I'm just asking for an honest moment between us. My throat tightened. Tears welled up in my eyes. Not from sadness, but from the battle inside. Loyalty versus desire. Duty versus desire. I can't, I whispered. But as I said it, I didn't move. He moved forward slowly, brushing a strand of hair from my face. His fingers rested on my cheek. Then tell me to go. Say it plainly and I'll walk out that door. No questions, no resentment. I opened my mouth. The words were there, go, please go, but they didn't come. Instead, a tear slid down. He held her with his thumb. Sister-in-law, you don't have to say anything. Your eyes are speaking for you. Time seemed to slow down. The house was completely silent except for our breathing. His hand slid to the back of my neck, soft, questioning. I didn't pull. In that moment, everything hung in the balance. One kiss, one hug, and nothing would ever be the same. The guilt would break later, the waves of regret, the fear of discovery. But right now, there was only this pull. This magnetic force holding us together. I raised my gaze to him. What if anyone finds out? No one will, he said softly. The door is locked. The world is outside, just us. My heart was beating so hard I thought he could hear it. I thought of my husband, his kind smile, his constant presence, the life we had promised each other. Then I thought of the emptiness I had felt recently, the way Kaylan's presence filled the voids I hadn't realized I had. I took a shaky breath. I don't know if I can stop it once it starts. Then don't think about stopping, he replied. Just feel it. His face was inches away from mine now. I could see every detail, the blur, the intensity in his eyes, the slight part of his lips. My resolve was shattered. But then a sound, distant but real, a car horn outside, intruding on reality. I broke the spell and backed away. You should go, I said, my voice hoarse. He searched my face, then nodded slowly. If that's what you want. It wasn't, not really, but it was what I needed. He moved toward the door, pausing with his hand on the knob. This isn't over, sister. Unless you really want it to be. I didn't answer. I couldn't. He left quietly. The door closed and the house fell silent again. I sat on the couch, hands shaking. The scent of the bomb wafted over my skin, a reminder of how close I'd come. How easily the lines could blur. That night, when my husband returned, I greeted him with a smile that felt forced. He asked if I was okay. I said yes, but inside a storm was brewing. The words from the shore echoed, "This isn't over." And deep down, a part of me wasn't sure I wanted it to. The test remains, a silent flame, waiting for the next spark. Dear friends, tell us how you like the story in the comments. And share the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.